Everybody, welcome back to another bearish video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling y'all exactly what's going to happen with Tesla and why it's going to make a big move, huge move tomorrow, and why it's going to provide a lot of opportunities for us traders. We're also going to address the bubbles as always, and you'll see what I mean. All right, now let's dive into the charts right off the bat. In our last video, which was released yesterday, I told you guys that the price target for the Nasdaq was exactly 30,200. All right, and it played games when I was making that video. It wasn't really tanking immediately like I thought it would. It took a sweet time before actually tanking at 3 a.m. Central Time, and then in the morning at around 9 a.m. it got to the price target. In the middle of the day, it had this massive grind up, which is good for short sellers. When y'all see movement like this and the volume is so terrible, yeah, you can take a day trade on it and you can make some decent money on the way up here. But do not be fooled, because the bigger picture, like I told y'all yesterday, is bearish. There's a bunch of bubbles in the market that have popped, and I told y'all I was shorting one of them. All right. And in order for all of them to really sell off, the whole market has to sell off. So this right here doesn't surprise me at all. I was anticipating this move, and I think we're gonna get much lower. All right. So with the Nasdaq, this is the 4-hour charts. I expect a retest of that line right here. I expect a retest of this level, 29,721, either by the end of tomorrow or by Monday morning. Is going to happen. All right. Now with the SPY, yeah, we got time. Now with the SPY, same thing. It already retested that level, right? So the SPY is already there. It already reached it. The Nasdaq is lagging. Obviously, tomorrow I expect it to be worse, so we might dig a little bit deeper and take a dive below 7,500 for the SPY. All right, so that's my thoughts on the indices. Now, the stock for tomorrow that is about to make a big move, Tesla. Let's check that out real quick. Now, why do I like Tesla so much? To the downside. And yeah, I am shorting it, just to let y'all know. First and foremost, we have the 4-hour time frame. We have the push to 440, and then we have the retest of 440. All right, we have sellers, bears piling up right here, accumulating shares to short, and they're slowly waiting for this level of support to get breached, which is happening right now in real time, right? So that's happening. The reason why I took puts on Tesla was because of a structure that formed yesterday. I didn't get the confirmation that I wanted yesterday, but I definitely got it today, right? So we have this ugly thing, and I thought, like, I wanted it to close below 420, and it didn't do it on this day, but it definitely did so on this day, right? And it shows another ugly structure into the closing minutes. This is a bearish pennant, and we have the breakdown and the confirmation of bearishness with the close below 420, right? Another reason why I like Tesla so much is because if you look at the daily chart, let me clean that up. If you look at the daily chart, there's really one gap to fill. That's where my alert is, right here at 404. So watch Tesla for a drop. If it doesn't drop too low, like right now we are 413, right? If it doesn't drop too low, then there will be good money to be made as a day trade tomorrow if you are not shorting it already. All right, so watch for an opening somewhere around here at around 413 or 414, followed by a flush out the gates all the way down to 444 to 404, I mean, to take care of the gap at the bottom right here. All right, so this video is for the bears. This video is for the bears. Now, another stock that we gotta discuss in today's video, I mentioned yesterday's video was about Marvel, so let's talk about it. Now with Marvel, Marvel had a gap down after showing us a descending triangle, which didn't break down, but it showed itself prior to the AVGO earnings, and then AVGO fell, right? So it provided an opportunity for anybody who went short between here to cover at the very, very bottom, right there, right? It made a big move. Like, this is the big move to the downside, and they make a huge move intraday, right? Overall, big picture, this is a bubble again. We're about to open lower tomorrow at around 300, and people are going to panic because there's some people who chased out here expecting a squeeze. Terrible move. All right. The purpose of today's push was to fill the gap on the left, which it did. Now the next thing to take care of is the gap at the bottom at 222. Now I am not saying that we're gonna get to 222 tomorrow. It would be nice, and I'm sure a lot of the short sellers would love that. I would like that because it would mean that the other stocks that I also really like will be tanking even further, right? So it would be good for us. But watch Marvel for a continuation down. My stance on it is still the same. The moment it breaks below 280, we're gonna fall all the way down to like 250. That's the next level of support, which is the open for that specific day right here. Now, the stock that I chose since the 2nd of June was Dell. All right. So I've been shorting Dell since it went all the way up to like 489. I got it on the 2nd for the sole purpose of covering all of my Dell puts at 410 just to get it back again. All right, so I'm still in Dell. I've been going in and out of Dell, timing my entries between yesterday and today. Yeah, this is yesterday at 257, got in again at 421, and then I sold it again this morning at exactly 408. All right, and now I'm back in Dell again with puts, but this time risky puts, puts that expire on the tomorrow, pretty much, right? So this is the kind of play. If I'm wrong, I lose 50% off the gates. If I'm right, then I make 10x on my money, right? That's why it's in the yellow candidates. Very risky stuff. But in regards to Dell itself, again, my stance is still the same. I think we're gonna go low, and I think I told y'all before, I want this thing to drop to 380. If it can get lower to like 360, that will be phenomenal. That's why I have my red circle right there, right? So watch Dell for a drop. The 1 hour chart looks like this. That floor right there, once we break below it, people are going to panic, and we're going to see that gap from earnings get filled. All right, maybe not the entire gap, but at least a portion of it. All right, that's what we want. That's all I'm looking for. Now, let's discuss something else. What's going on with Meta? Yeah, let's choose Meta. Now, with Meta, this one had a massive push. It pretty much went in the opposite direction of the semis. Like, it really tried, but right now it's looking kind of tired. The daily chart looks like this. There's a lot of bears who piled on the stock right there. A lot of bears also who are still holding their ground from 640. And keep in mind that tomorrow there will be the unemployment rate released. The expectations for the unemployment rate is exactly 4.3%. If it comes up, I don't know, it's like a double negative. Because if it's too high, then the market could crawl back up in hopes that there may be a rate cut in the next Fed meeting, right? And if it's exactly the same, the market could dump because the expectations for a cut will be eradicated, right? So that's kind of how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section, right? I don't know what the number is gonna be. It might be even 0.4. It might be 0.1% higher at 4.4, and then the market might not like it, right? Just a little bit higher to like to cause a little bit of a stir in the market. But yeah, overall, I am bearish. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, I am not your financial advisor. Do your own research and make your own decisions. If you disagree with anything that I've mentioned in this video, I will meet you in the comment section and we can argue down there. Don't forget to follow my social media at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, don't forget to like and follow for more.